It's a live in studio event, y'all.
Right here on Hip Hop Nation, man, making sure we bring y'all into the weekend. Yeah, it's Thursday, but we bring y'all into the weekend the right way, man. Still is on the 1 and 2s. We got Brooklyn in the building. Joey Badass is here. What's poppin', my G?
Ain't shit, man.
Good to see you, man.
Feeling real good. Real good. It's been a real busy week for me, but we out here.
No doubt.
I had to come check my brother, my big bro Torae, man. We out here, Hip Hop Nation. All my people out there, peace to the world.
That's what it is, man. The last time you were on the show, I think it was the day your album dropped.
It was
the day before the money dropped. Let me fix this for you.
Because I had my album jacket on and shit. my album mouth, my birthday outfit and shit.
Absolutely. It was your birthday. It was your album release. How much has the life of Joey Badass changed since that moment, man?
Well, niggas ain't fronting on me no more. You feel me?
Important. That's very important.
Did my numbers, you know what I'm saying? Now I start getting those calls and, all of those opportunities that I wanted and shit that I've been, for example, like the Coachella stage and shit like that. I've been wanting that for a minute. Now I got that. I'm doing that and a whole lot more shit. I mean, you was no stranger to performing and getting a chance to rock and do festivals, man. But obviously, those bigger looks, the font in your name changes, the point. You feel me?
You know what I mean?
Main stage at Coachella this year.
How do you prepare for that, man?
Well, for like the festival stages.
Yeah, for Coachella.
Shit. Yeah, that's a good question because I'm still in preparation mode for that shit. I mean, I just know I'm going to rip that shit. I'm going to give 120% of my energy into that show. And yeah, it's just going to be like, not like every other show, but as far as, my energy and just my confidence, yeah, that's pretty much going to be the same.
No doubt.
Trying to bring the band out for the first time.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, debut the band on the Coachella stage.
That's the right place to do it, too.
Yeah, I just want to do it right, though. You know what I'm saying? Every song don't necessarily need the band. And that's what I'm learning as I go. So I'm just trying to really make it all make sense.
Sure, indeed. I can imagine what your stage show is like now for you, just being able to get your reps in and do so many joints. Now you just said your confidence. I remember you said the first time you did Fallon, right? You wasn't confident. You was looking down. You couldn't wait to do it again.
Yeah.
And now you getting all this validation. You know what I'm saying? You touching these stages. They respecting what you're doing on TV and all of that. Man, I mean, what does that feel like? You know what I'm saying? Just being a dude coming from Brooklyn and really being the underdog.
Right. I mean, for me, it was more like a coming of age. I came into this game when I was 17, and like I was telling a couple of my homies, like, just this week, as I got older, I realized the things that was important. For example, like, building relationships, networking. When I was a younger gun, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't really understand those things. Like, for example, I went to Germany the first time and I was just like, yo, I'm in Germany. Like, maybe I should take this guy's contact who could help me out next time I come in.
Right.
I wasn't thinking of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about keeping bridges strong and all that shit. So, now as an older dude and all that, I'm way more wiser. And yeah, it's funny too, because I see a lot of young cats, like, young rappers in the game now. And it's like, yo, I could tell, like, yo, that's year one for him.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I see them doing the same shit that I used to do, moving the same way I used to move, like, you know what I'm saying? Oblivious.
Right.
Almost. Yeah.
Experience, man. Experience is the best teacher. And of course, I think the OGs could always do their part to try to teach the younger guys, to try to guide them and give them some of that info. Right. A lot of cats don't want to listen anyway, man. So sometimes you gotta go through your growing pains and live and learn and all of that. Yeah. Joey Badass is here. We want to hear from y'all. 877-60 Hip Hop is the number. We're gonna get into a performance. We're gonna chop it up. You got some new records we're gonna talk about. You got some new things happening in his life too, man. Taking it from the musical stage to getting on that small screen. So we definitely got to chop it up about that. 877-604-4746 is the number. Tweet us. Let us know you tuned in, baby. It's Hip Hop Nation.
And Nick Caution just dropped his debut project, Sky's the Limit. literally like 3 weeks ago.
Crazy.
Yeah, y'all could go get that right now too. That project is insane.
Fire.
He got 2 beautiful music videos out for it too. Nick is coming. He's coming up and he killing shit too, man.
No doubt, man. Shout out to the whole era, man. You guys got such a solid following and fan base, man. I'm not surprised Kirk did what he did. Yeah. Now, on the independent side, man, is that still, your priority, your goal to keep it that way and build it up the way you want to?
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Especially here at this point with how far we've come. It's like, why would we turn around now and go the other path. Especially like, you know, when I meet a lot of these older artists in the game, you know, they always tell me like, yo, I wish I did it the way you did it. And that tells me like, damn, like,
right.
This is this brother telling me this. Like, damn, I look up to this brother, you
right.
feel me? And I don't even say no names to, you know, put it out there. But it's like,
but
I appreciate that,
right.
you feel me? It's like, word, that shit makes me realize, okay, I'm on the right path. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Even though it's moving a little slower, the long run is going to be much greater.
That's what you got to keep your eyes on the prize, the longevity.
Yeah.
Some people run and try to grab a bag right now.
Yeah.
And when
what
that bag run out.
It's a marathon, not a
sprint.
Exactly.
Absolutely, man. Wise words from a decent man.
Hey,
Joey
man,
Badass.
I'm feeling it, man.
Joey
You know what I mean?
Badass is here. Now, we're going to get into a performance, man. Like I said, Joey got some new records. We still going to chop it up about the TV show and all that. 877-60 Hip Hop is the number. We want to hear from y'all. We're going to spin some more joints. We're going to come back. We're going to let Joey do what he does best.
Call in,
man. Holla at us. We rocking.
It's a live in-studio event, y'all.
That energy on that record is so crazy, man. Shout out to Ferg. Shout out to that whole ASAP mob. Big fan of what they doing, man. Also a big fan of Pro Era and what they doing. And we got Brooklyn's own Joey Badass joining the tour today.
Yeah.
What up, brother?
Feeling good, man. Shout out to my brother Ferg, though, man.
No
That's
doubt.
my motherfucking bro, man.
No
All
doubt.
my ASAP mob niggas. Shout out to my man's 12E. Shout out to my brothers Flapper the Zombies. Just hit the road. If you in Connecticut, make sure y'all go to their show tonight and act like you know what it is.
Yeah, they
man.
did the damn thing, man. They number one on iTunes and all that. It's a nice movement coming from the tri-state area, the city.
It's the Beast Coast.
Yeah,
Empire,
the music is
East
definitely
Coast.
doing what it does. Now you got this joint called Brooklyn's Own, man. Crazy record, man. Talk to me just a little bit about it, how it came about.
I mean, pretty much how all me and Static Selected records come about, you know, just vibing. You know, he's always, he came through one night, 2 a.m., stupid drunk.
I'm about to say drunk,
Like,
ordering food. That's Static.
Yeah, you know. Well, actually, that was ready. With this record, he was playing, he had Snapchatted it, the beat, when he just made the beat. And like he Snapchatted it, and then like I hit him 2 days later, like, yo, what was that beat you was playing
It was stuck in
on
your head?
Snapchat? I was like, yo, that shit was fire, bro. Like, send that to me. He was like, yo, which one? Took him a little minute to figure it out. But
Yeah, because the shit was deleted after 2 days. He probably couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, which one? I was like, I don't know. It sounded like some J Dilla Meat Tribe Called Quest shit, and I need it. And then, you know, he sent it over, and then, you know, I just recorded it right in my home studio.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, man, since you did, you know, allude to Dilla, rest in peace, and Tribe Called Quest, man, you know, just being from the East Coast, the Beast Coast, and you know, coming up in the city, man, what did a Tribe Called Quest mean to you, man, as a fan of hip hop?
I mean, you know, Tribe Called Quest and, you know, many other acts, you know, that came out of New York in that time pretty much, you know, painted like a lot of our pictures, you know, a lot of our demeanors, just, you know, the culture, like, you know, just walking through New York, you know, the sounds that you feel is of you know, the music that they already put forth and that they already laid out. Like, you know, anytime I'm cruising through New York City streets, I'm on my relax yourself good, push that to down. You feel me? Like, yeah, so I mean, rest in peace to the big homie,
sure.
the OG, the legend,
Fife
Dog. It's crazy because you know, the night that he passed, I guess it must have been like literally an hour before, I was on the phone with Q-Tip.
Wow.
And, you know, because it's funny, well, it's not funny, but it's just, you know, crazy.
Ironic, right?
Yeah, coincidental. I called him because we was looking for the Check the Rhyme video. They removed it from YouTube. I was looking for it because, you know, the laundromat scene when they were standing on top of that, I wanted to use it as a reference for my Brooklyn's Own video.
Okay.
So I'm like, yo, Tip, where the video at? They took it off YouTube and shit. He was like, yeah, you know how them labels go and shit.
Crazy.
And then we just started talking about, you know, making music in the future. And then, like, you know, it was nothing but excitement in his voice. He was in the studio, you know, and we just vibing. And then, like, literally a couple hours later, I got the news. I'm like, yo, that's
wild.
crazy.
That's wild.
Crazy.
That's definitely wild, man. Like we said, man, rest in peace to Fife. And, you know, we're going to keep rocking it and keep that memory and that legacy alive.
It's a live in studio event, y'all.
Live in studio right here on Hip Hop Nation, straight hip hop hits, period. I go by the name of Torae. The show is the tour guide. Still is holding down the music, and Joey Badass just try to destroy the microphones in here, man. You trying to make these people charge me, you know what I mean, out my damn paycheck the way you burned down the mics, my G. Crazy performance, man. So we got an album coming? What's going on?
We got a couple projects in the works.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? right now this year I'm really focused to step up to the plate as an executive. You know what I'm saying? With this Pro Ever label, I really want to get my guys on the map. Kirk and Nick. You know what I'm saying? It's up right now. CJ Fly, A-Lod's next. Me personally, I will be dropping way more new music soon. I feel like I haven't given my fans enough free, loose content. So more of that is on the way. You know, Ready and Brooklyn Zone with just warm-ups.
Crazy. That's a good way to warm them up, man, and get them ready. Now, you perform both of the joints. The Ready record is crazy. The Brooklyn Zone is a crazy record. One of those records.
Shout out to Static Selector too.
Shout out to Static for sure.
He cooked both of them shit up.
One of those records a little more controversial than you've had in the past, man. The line on the joint, on the Ready joint, 80-20 split. Do the math
about Kirk Knight numbers,
Kirk,
right?
just outsold Troy Ave, man. So I mean, when you writing that, you gotta understand. You gotta know,
a lot of rappers
like
he sold out to. He
outsold a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
Shit, Cardi B just outsold a lot of rappers. You saw that?
Really?
Shit? I was looking at the sound scan. It wasn't a gang, but it was more than she should have.
Right.
She hit the billboard.
Yeah. How much she sold?
She sold like 1,100 records.
Wow. For
That's
Cardi B, that's
Cardi
good.
B,
that's
I mean, that's like 500,000. So when you write that line, you gotta understand, you gotta know that something is gonna come behind it.
Repercussions.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So why did you decide to go out with it?
You know, a lot of people don't know that this feud is a little lengthy. Than now. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for a little minute, but you know, facts. Truth hurts.
Yeah. It definitely hurts.
Yeah, facts. I mean, shit. Ain't no other way to put it. You feel me? It is what it is.
Where you at with it now?
With what?
With the controversy, the drama with Troy.
Oh, I'm. You see where I'm at. I'm up here. Doing
this is very true.
Shows.
This is very true.
Yeah, I'm moving.
No doubt.
Yeah. So
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
We moving, man. Hell yeah.
No doubt. Now
we on fire right
before we let you go, man. Speaking of being on fire, being executive, doing the pro everything, man. You moving into the acting space as well.
Yeah, I just landed my first acting role on Mr. Robot.
That's
2.
big, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people love Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
That's big.
I just when I got casted, I started watching it. I'm like, yo, this show is crazy. It's like Anonymous.
Right.
You know, the hacking group Anonymous.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like basically what the show is about. And you know, so I can't talk too much about it, but I will be on more than like 5 episodes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a different type of check. That reoccurring role check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't mad at that. How did you get the role? You auditioned for it? Like, how did it come about?
Auditioned for it. Yeah, you know, my agency had brought it to the table, and it was like, yo, you should audition. And I went up. I got 3 callbacks. On the 3rd one, it was like, yo, you got it.
How did you prepare for that?
I didn't. I actually memorized my lines literally right before I walked up in there.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm a rapper, you know,
right,
so
right.
I could remember lines is easy for me, you know
Not
what I'm
for
saying?
Me. So fucking tough.
To be honest, I do all my auditions, and this is a spoiler, and any young actor could take this advice. I do all my auditions eating an apple.
Word?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because, for some reason, any auditions I be getting be eating scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just take that apple, and you know, when you eating and you talking, it's more of a natural flow. Like,
It's a good trick. Nice trick. I'm gonna try that in my next audition.
Try that shit.
Torae, why you got a bag of apples? Don't worry about it. Just let the shit roll.
Or bread, or some fucking beverage or some shit. You know.
No doubt. Now, was this part of your initial plan? You know, what you saw yourself doing, moving into the acting space?
A lot of people don't know, but I actually went to high school for screen theater.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so 9th and 10th grade, you know, a lot of my schooling was dedicated to drama and learning theater and everything, and until I got kicked out for low grades and shit. But I always, acting has always been a dream of mine. And, you know, once I got to high school, you know, I actually went to my school to pursue acting, but when I got there, it's like where I met all my peers from, you know, my crew today, and I just realized, you know, music was my initial calling.
Right.
And I always knew if music popped off, acting would be way more easier.
Right.
And here I am.
That's crazy. That is crazy, man. It's on the USA Network, and you definitely can go on demand and check out the first season, man. We definitely look forward to seeing you in that joint and doing a lot more, man. Big things, a lot more music.
I'm also, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm also
go.
doing lectures now too.
Okay.
So I gave my first lecture at NYU.
Dope.
My second lecture at Harvard. My 3rd one at Columbia University.
What are you lecturing about?
I talk
How to grow your dreads?
Well, you know, that is, I guess, a little part of it because it is the knowledge. But I lecture about my emergence into the music industry, you know, my upbringing, how I got on, how I came up. I talk about my future endeavors, what I plan to do with like, the rest of my career. And yeah.
Dope, man.
I lecture for about like an hour. And yeah,
that's ill, man. I love to see, like we talked about earlier in the interview, man, just the growth and the maturity from the sound of the music to the way you carrying yourself in the interview. Not that you was ever wild or nothing like that, but you can just see it's levels to this, man. And I love when I see artists, level up and get to another space, man. And nothing but congratulations and praise and blessings for you and everything that you're doing, man. I love to see it, man. Guys out here doing it right, getting to it the way they need to get to it. I wish we had more time, man, but an hour is never enough time when we got a guest of this caliber. So you just got to keep coming back, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure.
Maybe we do a whole pro over 2-hour takeover.
So,
you know what I mean?
You know what
Let's
I'm
do it. I just put it out there
and just freestyle.
Yeah, and just go crazy.
Yeah, not even perform anything that's out.
Just freestyle.
Play beats.
Just play beats.
Hell yeah, we do
I'm
that.
getting it.
I had them ready.
Oh yeah, you gotta get in that. That would be lit.
We just do a cipher.
We do the cipher.
I had the joints ready too. We just ran out of time.
Yeah, man.
damn.
We'll make it happen another time. Listen, Joey Bada's here. Make sure y'all support him. Brooklyn Zone, is that on iTunes right now?
It ain't on iTunes yet. It will be by next week though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all support it when it drop. You know what I mean? Officially and definitely go get that ready right now. Joey Badass is always a privilege and a pleasure. I always jam with those two words up.
So
We're gonna get back into the music. I'm gonna stop talking. That sound crazy. It's Hip Hop Nation.